with a razor knife. Shortly after that, a 911 phone call was made at 8 p.m. At 8:01, our deputies were dispatched. At 8:04, our first deputy arrived on the scene. Upon entering the house, the husband informed the deputy that his wife was upstairs in the master bedroom attempting to kill herself. As the deputy went up the stairs and approached the bedroom, he encountered a subject that was attempting to kill him with a large butcher knife. The deputy, in an enclosed area, did exactly what he was trained and used deadly force. It's an unfortunate situation all the way around. The deputy is currently on paid administrative leave. We are of great concerns for him. We will be reaching out to him in a variety of ways. As it stands right now, the investigation continues, and again, it's an unfortunate situation. Any question?
Sheriff, when you arrive to a scene like that, when someone's, threatening suicide, do you approach it differently? I don't know, you bring,
Sure.
a counselor with you? How do you approach that?
Sure. All too many times in recent years are we responding to threats of suicide calls. This particular case, the information was a little more detailed than we typically get, in that the husband had witnessed his wife attempting to kill herself, and then he called 911. Then a 911 call came in, which informed our 911 operators that she, in fact, was trying to kill herself. Within 3 minutes, the deputy arrived to encounter her, and unfortunately, at 8:07 is when the shot was fired.
And was it just one shot, Sheriff? And can you elaborate more as to who the people were involved in this case?
Not exactly. We know that it was Susan Teal, is the deceased, 62 years of age, female. As the deputy entered the bedroom in close quarters, she was armed with a large butcher knife approaching him. You will hear on some of the radio traffic that we will be providing with you, as well as some 911 information from that call.
Can you say anything about, does she have any previous history of mental illness, or is that something that her husband had disclosed to you guys prior to getting in there? And how do you even respond to something like that?
So we had been at that residence 24 times over the last several years for a variety of issues, primarily concerning other family members. You'll have a complete media package with some information that may help you answer that question.
Was the deputy injured?
The deputy was not injured.
Was anyone else inside the home?
The husband was inside the home downstairs.
And can you show us a picture of the butcher knife?
Not at this time.
As far as how your deputies responded, I don't think, there's no question right now as to whether he was in danger or not, but are these deputies trained to know how to respond in these cases?
They are.
Especially when someone's mentally ill?
Right. We don't believe that he had any information about her mental status at the time. We do know as he ran up the stairs, the husband told him that she has a knife. So he was on his way upstairs, and as he entered the bedroom is when she became combative with him, and by all accounts lunged towards him with this butcher knife. The deputy did exactly what he's trained to do, which is use deadly force in those cases.
But even if they're going to a scene where they know it might be a suicide, because the rules don't change?
Not at all. In fact, the deputy was the first responder. In the perfect situation, he would have been able to go up and help her she would perhaps be alive. But unfortunately, this is a split-second decision. As he's running up the stairs, there was discussion, I believe, between her and her husband about do not call 911. And as he approached that bedroom, she lunged at him with a butcher knife. And it's an unfortunate situation. It's something that none of us want to face. However, our deputies are trained in these tactical situations, and that was the only choice that he had.
Kind of going off of what what she just said, does a specific deputy have to respond to a situation like this, or all of them are trained the same way?
All are trained equally, correct?
What's your reaction to, her husband's reaction to you all?
I'm not certain, I wasn't there, but it is relayed to me that obviously distraught and in shock.
The deputy involved, how long has he been sheriff's officer?
The deputy has been with us has been with us for 5 years. In fact, August will be 5 years for this particular deputy.
Are you releasing his name?
We intend to release his name later this afternoon.
Was he the only deputy on scene at that time?
As he was running up the stairs, another deputy arrived, and that particular deputy was about a minute and a half behind him. He was actually on the front porch and heard the shot.
And are you able to confirm that the husband of Miss Susan Teal is Dr. Dudley Teal?
That is my understanding, yes.
Is it protocol for a deputy in a situation like this with somebody's armed to go in if they're the only one there, or is it, do you usually wait for somebody, another deputy? to-
So this particular deputy was the first responder, and as he entered the house, it was obviously exigent circumstances to save her life. And as he ran up the stairs with all intentions of saving her life, was encountered with a lady with a butcher knife. It's an unfortunate situation all the way around, obviously for the family, for the sheriff's office family as well.
Did your deputy have time to warn her to drop it?
That I do not know.
And that will be obviously part of the investigation to see if there was anything that he could have done maybe to disarm her.
Right, so you're going to hear later this morning the radio call, and you hear him giving instructions to her, and within 7 minutes, you hear some other things that confirm the fatality.
So possibly the situation was aggravated because 911 was contacted, that she's
I do.
the one that?
I can't speculate on that. I do know that the husband discovered her in the bathtub cutting her wrist prior to calling 911. The call to 911 was made by a third party at 8 o'clock. At 8:01 we were dispatched, and at 8:04 we arrived.
Who was the third party?
All of that information is going to be released to you this morning as well.
Will it be a grand jury?
Anytime in the 19th Judicial Circuit in recent history, there is a grand jury when law enforcement is involved with a fatality.
So you believe possibly the husband did not want 911 contact?
I can't speculate on that. I don't know.
You said there was some discussion about whether or not it should be.
It's my understanding that she may have told him not to call, but all of that will come out. Still very early, obviously, as this happened only 15 hours ago.
When you first got called about this, what was your initial reaction? The first call,
When I personally was called, Elliot, I can tell you that the last 5 months, the Indian River County Sheriff's Office has been a very trying time. This is a call that no law enforcement leader wants to receive. Thank God our deputy is well and uninjured. Obviously, we have a protocol that he and perhaps others will be going through to help them get through this as well.
Was the taser used at all?
There was not a taser used.
Was the person, who was the person, the third party who called 911, and was that person in the house?
She was not in the house. That is the decedent's daughter.
Sheriff, I know you said the deputy followed protocol, but what do you say to people who may say, well, why wouldn't a deputy shoot a person in the leg or use a taser for that?
First of all, we're not trained to shoot the legs. Furthermore, this is incident specific. Anyone that makes those comments that were not there in that particular moment of time probably shouldn't be making those comments.
And you said you responded 24 times over the last several years. Any of the calls referred to or had to do with this woman? Or?
Some did. A majority had to involve the other family members.
Could you characterize those calls at all?
a variety, 11 miscellaneous, 2 civil, some area checks, some phase 2 cell phone calls, a prior attempted suicide, some type of accident. EMS and fire responded to the house a few times.
Prior attempted suicide.
We don't believe that was involving the decedent, that prior suicide attempt.
I'm just not sure everything's correctly. You said that the third party was the decedent's daughter who was not in the house.
Correct. It's our belief that the husband called the daughter and asked her to call 911.
And you said she was in the house?
The daughter, no
Or
ma'am,
not in the house?
she was not in the house.
Will that DOE be called in to help?
They will not.
Where was the husband prior to the deputy arriving?
Obviously, the husband relayed to us that he had discovered his wife in the bathtub attempting to end her life. When the initial deputy arrived, he was downstairs.
He had to go downstairs and open the door.
I don't know the details
Okay.
on the door. All right, well, thank you very much for your time. You're welcome. And Major Flowers will have that packet to you in short order.
All right, you've been watching a news conference there by Sheriff Darrell Lohr, who is of Indian River County, regarding a deputy-involved shooting that happened on Carriage Lakeway. A man called 911 saying that his wife was threatening to commit suicide.
He had seen her in the bathtub attempting to commit suicide. 62-year-old Susan Teal is her name. The deputies responded immediately as the deputy went upstairs. The woman, according to the sheriff, came at him with a butcher knife, and according to the sheriff, and to quote the sheriff, did what he is trained to do, the deputy that is, and fired a weapon with deadly force. And she did die. This was not an unfamiliar scene to the sheriff's office. They have been to this house 24 different calls unrelated to a suicide, the sheriff said. The deputy's name not released, and the radio call, the sheriff has said, will be released later this morning.
And that deputy was not injured. He is now on paid administrative leave. You heard the sheriff say that is a standard operating procedure.